Yes, good evening, everyone who has successfully logged on. I see the number is big enough. This is Rima Edward, the APS Member SACCO Executive Board Secretary. Yes, I'm happy that today, for today's ProDev hour, we are going to share about the SACCO. This is a program which is helping the Uganda Professional Science Teachers Union to reach out to all the teachers, both on private and the government payroll, where it communicates to many teachers about different issues, including continuous professional development, about the teachers' rights, about innovation and skills development, about social and economic empowerment, and giving updates about the union activities. Today, I'm happy that we are sharing about the SACCO, and in particular, we are going to share about Wendi system for which we are using right now to provide a financial solution to UPSTU members SACCO. Yes, so what we're going to share about today, in particular, we are going to see how the Wendi system app works. I've been seeing on social media, particularly the WhatsApp group, when some people are getting some difficulties to log on and start using that application. Though I congratulate those who have successfully got that application and they are already enjoying the benefits of Wendi system. Then we shall also be able to look at the benefits of Wendi system to the SACCO members. Some of you have been saying that why are we changing the financial management system? As we're going to see in the development or in any institution, they are supposed to be growth. And this growth happens by evolution. You cannot be there static on one thing. Yes, the other one has been good, but we are always looking for the better. So trust the management of the SACCO that it has sourced the best thing as they are going to elaborate. One of the challenges with the other one, you remember, that you couldn't save using MTN and the other challenges. They are going to be talking about that. And then we are going to see the steps you have to use in order to be able to effectively use this Wendi system for saving and loan management. So we are going to go through those steps. So please, before I call on the facilitators, I know there are some teachers who have joined here who have not yet joined the APS members SACCO. I encourage you, teachers, to join APS members SACCO so that you don't remain behind, so that you can be able to also get the many benefits in APS members SACCO, including having your savings when they are safe, including acquiring low interest loans, including sharing dividends at the end of every financial year, including having SACCO education, where we talk about how you manage your funds and the debts. For example, this one is also part of SACCO education and many more benefits. So I'm happy that we are already joined by the facilitators of today. The facilitators of today are going to include the one and only the APS member SACCO manager, that is Mr. Mukova Richard, is one of the facilitators. Yes, another facilitator will be Mr. Aziz, who is the SACCO manager in Postbank. So he's here with us. He's also going to facilitate. And then the third one is Mr. Alan, who is a technical person for Wendi system. He's the one who has been helping us to onboard very well to Wendi system. So at this juncture, let me hand over the microphone to the first facilitator, that is the manager, Mr. Mukova Richard. Mr. Mukova Richard, you are welcome. You can unmute and start.
Thank you very much, Mr. Remark. Good evening, everyone on the call. Still the manager here. I am happy that most of you are joined in this call, but I want to appreciate in good faith the team that has joined us. Mr. Remark has talked about them. We have Mr. Aziz Epalat, the SACCO manager, Postbank. And then we have the IT manager. This gentleman has been behind the process right from the time we started the training up to the Alan and other people on the call from Postbank. We have David on the call as well, plus other members. You're very much welcome to this call. And today is Wendi Wallet discussion and the solution that is here with us. This week, we actually migrated from the Wakandi to Wendi. We noted a lot of challenges with Wakandi, and therefore, for us to have to be very transparent, but also bring on applications that are user-friendly to you, teachers, that's why we opted for Wendi, that is actually more of a banking solution. It was moved from a core banking solution of a bank. And so this system so far, I appreciate it, and you also appreciate it. So I don't want to talk so much because of time. I want to leave more time for the facilitators. But just to highlight a few issues that I've noted so far from the people who have been onboarding. I know you've got any challenges onboarding. The facilitators will take you through on how to onboard. But also the other thing I would like to highlight about is right now, when you check your balances, most of you are seeing different balances that are not matching with that we expect. We are still in the migration, and right now we are doing reconciliation of accounts, so we shall reconcile and get back to the normal figure that we expect. Then we want, because we said we want to have more transparency, but also create a record where a member can ask for a statement and they can see all their transactions they have been depositing with us or paying loans or whatever. So we are opting. Currently, we are depositing money direct to our Postbank and Centenary Bank. But with this system, you will find that a member will have to deposit in their account first with Wendi. We do not want members to continue depositing direct to the accounts in the main accounts. But after this, we shall have known how to do that so that we can track records of all that. The other thing is share purchase. Right now, the team is still developing the issue of shares, how you view shares, and how you can buy shares using the system. But there are many more other functions we shall see. So in the interest of time, I'll be chipping in. I want to welcome Mr. Aziz. You're most welcome. Please feel free to share. We wait to hear from you, Mr. Aziz. Over to you, Mr. Aziz.
All right. Thank you, Richard. And thank you, UPSTU members, SACCO team. And we don't take this for granted. I hope I'm audible. Richard just confirmed that I'm audible.
I can confirm that you're audible.
Okay, that is good to know. So good evening, members of UPSTU, and welcome to this enlightening session, kind of like a sensitization session, basically, just for us to understand what we are getting into and to give guidance on what on the road ahead. So we thank you, Richard, and the team for giving us this opportunity to partner with you in providing a core banking system for the SACCO. And I believe the journey has not been a rough one. I want to thank also the Postbank team that has been at the SACCO for the last, I think, 2 weeks or so, every day. Alan, and with the guidance of Ben, was also been doing some work as well. But I'm happy on my end that this journey has reached this moment where we are now going to start operationalizing the relationship. So, like has been mentioned, the name is Abdallah Aziz Epalat, and I'm the manager, SACCOs and government payments at Postbank. And I have colleagues on call, David Basgara, who will also at some point I'll request to just say hello. And I know the session has been split between me and Alan to give the technical journey on the system. Mine will basically be enlightening the members on what exactly they are in for. Now, to start with, let me, if I could share my screen and give a small preamble to give this discussion a perspective. Let me just you'll confirm to me when my screen is visible.
Yes, the screen is visible, Abdallah.
Okay, maybe let me begin with okay, I hope that is visible too. So
yes, it is.
Like you put it into perspective, we are giving the SACCO a system that has been tested, a system that has a financial institution in mind. A lot of systems out there in the market are developed by, say, these private companies. And then when the system reaches the final intended beneficiary, they realize there are certain gaps that are lacking. But this has been developed with a financial institution in mind. Basically, it is a mini core banking system of what a bank like Postbank would be using. So the guarantee here is, even in terms of security, you have a system that is well secure, very, very secure indeed. It sits on Postbank's servers. That means you are actually sharing part of what Postbank has to offer to the members. Now, in terms of capabilities of this system, one, the system is very, very, very tailor-made to serve any number of members that you have, present and future. Even if in the future you think of opening so many branches across this country, you will simply see to it that we shall be able to just do the configurations of those different branches. Now, most importantly for today's discussion is the Wendi integration. A lot of times we happen to visit SACCOs where members really struggle to access their transactions, to access their information about their SACCO accounts. They have to trek long distances to the SACCO premises just to be able to inquire, to do a balance inquiry. Now, this system comes to solve that issue. How? It's going to enable members of UPSTU SACCO to access their accounts at the convenience of their mobile phones. At some point, I'm going to allow David to come in, just take us how to onboard onto our mobile phones onto the Wendi platform. But just know behind this is that my member is going to be able to access their SACCO information at the comfort and the fingertips of their phones. Doesn't matter the type of phone, whether it's a smartphone or it's a feature phone. A feature phone here, I mean the Kaviriti, the Katochi, basically the button phones. You're going to do that very conveniently. You're going to do savings. You're going to check your balances as manager has rightly told us. When you finish aligning the balances, every member of the SACCO is going to be able to view their balances in a very timely manner. We're going to be able to deposit money, as manager told us. We shall stop actually the habit of taking money physically to deposit onto the bank accounts. Now you're going to deposit that money from an agent near you, or transfer the money from other wallets, MTN and Airtel, to your Wendi Wallet, and you'll be able to do everything at the comfort of your home instead of getting out and starting to look for agents who may not be so close. You simply transfer money to your Wendi Wallet and push it to the SACCO directly. So there shouldn't be any excuses of delayed payments, maybe delayed voluntary savings and all that. You're going to do that at the convenience of your mobile phones. It's going to enable you to access some withdrawals and also request for loans from the SACCO. Now you realize that is going to even make our turnaround time to be quite fast. Where you've been sending forms previously from Arua, you've been sending forms to the SACCO from wherever, Kotido. Now you're going to apply for these loans through the phone, and the admins at the SACCO will be able to receive the notifications and approve as per the mandate that has been granted or permitted for them to do that. What is that doing for us? It's easing access to loan facilities, but also above all, we all live in an era where we are so cautious of environmental degradation. So imagine the papers that you send to the SACCO to the SACCO to process your facilities, all that batch of papers. These days we are talking about environmental sustainability. Here, what you'll be doing is you're reducing paperwork, you're automating processes, reducing paperwork. You imagine the materials which go into making a paper. You're cutting down trees, the processing of those papers at the factories, the electricity and all that. So you've literally have had a contribution into the environmental sustainability above all, which currently everyone is talking about. So when we automate processes and they become very convenient, we would have solved that problem at hand. The rest may be for the SACCO admins. Of course, I know you know this, how the costs will be reduced in terms of system availability, because the system comes at no cost. That means the SACCO can allocate the money that they're going to use, say, to renew a system or to purchase a new system, into other items that are important for the SACCO. So in a nutshell, I know Alan will talk through this, but in a nutshell, the system is robust. The system has it's a real-time processing system. It's not that when you do payments, they're going to take 2 days to reflect. No, it is instant. It is very, very, very tested in terms of the functionalities. Like I said, the functionalities in this system are like those of a bank. When you walk into the bank, the system that you look at, the system that gives you the information is the same system that we are talking about here. And just to emphasize the security of this system, like I said, it sits on the bank's database. And for us as a bank, before we deploy any system onto our database, we test it thoroughly to make sure it is not prone to fraudsters, it's not prone to hackers, But all this is in the main interest of safeguarding customer data. Now, to put this into perspective, we all know about the PDM, or we've heard about the PDM, or we've had relatives accessing PDM funds. Now, the Wendi itself, as a wallet, sits all on that database, and we all know every financial year government releases almost 1.2 trillion shillings meant for PDM activities, and all that money goes to the Wendi system, which sits in the database of the bank. So just imagine if we got such a system and deployed it alongside such system, and then a hacker gets an opportunity to enter the system. Just imagine the kind of damage that they would have caused for the bank and also the country as a whole, because 1.2 trillion shillings every financial year for the last 3 years. We're talking about almost 3 trillion shillings that has so far been transacted in PDM through Wendi. Wendi is the sole manager of all PDM funds in this country. And so far into the 3rd year, we have transacted over 3 trillion shillings. Now, just to put it into perspective, this is what we expect members to see when they are fully integrated with the Wendi mobile, Wendi mobile wallets. Now here, when a member logs into their wallet, into their personal wallets, and they have fully onboarded, after they are fully onboarded onto the Wendi platform, on the mobile, on the smartphone, that is what they will be able to see. They will see a provision of SACCOs among the different functions that are in the interface. So when they see the provision of SACCOs, right now, I'm just glad to report that even as they try now, before even being integrated onto the SACCO, they'll be able to see SACCOs as a function, and the SACCOs that are currently onboarded that are using the system. And among them is UPSTU SACCO. And as a member, you can't be able to log into any other SACCO that you see. You'll only be able to log into a SACCO that you are a member. So when you look for UPSTU and you'll be able to log in, you'll be able to you'll arrive at such a menu where you're going to see loan services and you're going to see savings services. Now, the information that you're going to be seeing on that interface is exactly the information that is on your account with the SACCO as a member. For example, for the loan services, you're going to be able to view your loan limits depending on the policies and procedures that the SACCO has set for its credit. So for example, if I may just speak about the Postbank Staff SACCO where I belong, for us, our loan limits are up to 3 times of a member's savings. That is what our policy internally says. So that means when you view your loan limit, if you have savings of 1 million, your loan limit will automatically be 3 million. That is 3 times of your savings. You can also apply for that loan. You can repay that loan from your Wendi mobile wallet. You can also do savings to the SACCO directly from your Wendi wallet. You can also be able to view your loan balances, just in case you have borrowed from the SACCO and you don't have to call the SACCO admins all the time to find out what your outstanding balances are. You can also view your mini statement. When you go to the savings module, you'll be able to see your savings, to view your savings balance accurately as it stands at the SACCO. You'll also be able to do savings. You can deposit your savings. If some of us, the savings are deducted from source, now here is an opportunity for you to even grow your loan limits by doing voluntary savings. You could be having some money that you don't need urgently on you, and you say, let me just send it to the SACCO. The system will enable you to be able to remit those savings direct to your SACCO account, and you get reconciled immediately, and you see your balances even changing. You can also withdraw some money from the SACCO. You can also do, you can also get a savings mini statement and a full statement. So I just wanted to make this clear that this is what members of UPSTU SACCO stand to benefit from by adopting this system, and also enabling members to access their SACCO account information remotely at the comfort of your of your phones. Now, these functions that you see there are also available in USSD. Now, those with the bookability phones, you'll also be able to see these many options in USSD. Now, our Wendi USSD code, I'm going to request when it takes us through the Wendi onboarding steps. Our Wendi USSD code is *229#. When you go to *229#, you'll be able to go to option number 4, which is SACCOs. And when you are in option number 4, you're going to see the SACCO that you are a member of. In this case, it will be UPSTU. And then you'll also be able to see the services as they are laid out. As they are laid out. So this is the most important benefit that we're talking about right now because of this partnership. One, it is going to automate our SACCO procedures, automate our SACCO processes, so that we enjoy services seamlessly. Seamlessly, I must emphasize, because of late, it doesn't really, it doesn't augur well when a member is all the time calling into the SACCO, calling the SACCO manager, calling the admins just to do a simple balance inquiry. I think that era is long gone, and we are busy people. We are everywhere. We are all over the country. We can't be, calling in. Just imagine the person who receives those calls just to find out how their balances stand. So, because of time, Richard, I would like to, I don't know who the next was supposed to be. I think maybe Alan or David, just to take us through maybe Alan to take us through the perspective, of what the system does, and then I will also request that we give David Basigara an opportunity to be able to just take us through the Wendi wallet itself. Now, after this, I'm going to, we shall need to have a technical meeting just to agree on how to support the upcountry locations, on how to go about onboarding. We have branches all over spread across, and we could also be able to invite the branches to help us with the contact centers that are upcountry, so that we have all the members of the SACCO registered on Wendi, and they be able to access the services. For the members, remember, you must be registered on Wendi for you to benefit from these these functions. And maybe I will also request Richard at an opportune time, you'll just play for the members that self-onboarding video that we shared, the demo for members to do. It's simple to onboard on Wendi. You can do this by yourself, but where you face challenges, we shall be on standby to be able to support in case of any challenges or difficulties. So I would like to hand over to Richard to lead us just to the next session. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Aziz, for the highlights. It's really very interesting. I'm happy about the support you're willing to offer of upcountry branches to support onboarding. This is very, very important. And I want to assure a member that all this support this team is giving us is free of charge. It's quite amazing. Thank you very much, Mr. Abdallah, for that. I'll liaise with the regional coordinators to see how we can really factor in this. Then on self-onboarding, I already released the video on the group during that day, so I hope many people have been joining, have been onboarding, but still we shall run through. So at this moment in time, I'll invite Alan to come in and really touch base with us. Then we shall bring in David later on. So Alan, over to you.
Thank you so much, Richard. I'm kindly requesting you to make my other user an admin so that I can share my screen.
David is a co-host. Can David share?
No. I have to share it on my side.
Mukalere, can you support us to make him admin?
It's called Alan Postbank IT.
Rogers, are you there?
He's not around, but I'm around to help you. Could I please know the name of the participant to make them a co-host?
Alan, I already see you have co-host
Alan
right.
Postbank.
I think he has
Alan
co-host
Postbank.
rights now. Alan, I can see you have co-host rights.
Yeah, he has co-host rights.
No, there is another user. Okay, yes. Now I can share. Okay, so members, once again, thank you for joining this training. We are really excited to bring this product to you. I'm just going to share my screen to take you through the process. You will see how to use the features of the SACCO. I believe that will be more elaborative.
Yes.
Okay, so this is a test. Don't worry, this is just a test account, but we are going to try to use it to do some tests. So this is how you log into the app. This is what you will be seeing when you log into the app, and then you will come down to the bottom left corner where you see circles, and under that you'll see UPSTU is one of these, is the last one on the last line, UPSTU members circle. So now you will just click on that icon, and then it will check if your number has been added in the system. Because now I'm not a member of the SACCO, it will give me this message. So in case you get this message, you can reach out to Richard to support you to add your number, or we can check why you're not getting access. But otherwise, for the test, I'm going to use a test SACCO, which we have access to on our test environment. This is Postbank, which is part of the staff SACCO at Postbank. So as Aziz was sharing, we have two screens. We have the first, which is loan services, and then the second, which is saving services. So we shall start with the loan services. The loan services is able to allow you to view your loan limit. You can apply for a loan. You can repay for your loan through your Wendi Wallet balance, or you can pay your loan through your SACCO savings. If you have enough savings that can pay for an installment, you can pay. You can view your loan balance and then look at your loan mini statement. So we are going to go through each one of these. The first is view my loan limit. So for the Postbank staff SACCO, we have a policy where you're only supposed to get about 3 times your savings. Don't worry about the data. This is just a test environment. So here, this is showing, when you click that, it will be able to show you your existing loan balance and how much loan and how much you qualify for. So you can see that is a kind of screen that you will get. When you want to apply for a loan, you simply click this second tab here, apply for a loan. You put in the amount that you want, let's say 500,000. You say next, confirm. Then there, it will send a message. It will send a notification to the SACCO admin, and they will be able to either approve your loan or reject. And even when they approve your loan, they are able to disperse the loan into your Wendi Wallet balance. So you'll be able to receive your funds directly on this wallet. So let's say now you have gotten the loan and you want to pay the loan. There are two ways of paying the loan. You can pay the loan through your wallet balance. By wallet balance, I mean your Wendi mobile wallet balance and not your SACCO savings. So if I want to pay with a wallet balance, I click on this and it's going to show me the loans, that the installments, the repayment dates, the loan amounts are there. So let's say I want to pay this part of the loan. I'm going to say put 1,000, next, repay. So it is going to automatically pick money from my wallet balance and pay this off. And you can continue paying as and when you get money. So I think this also helps you to manage your loan payments. It will be easy for you. As soon as you get money that you feel can pay off the loan, deposit the money on Wendi and pay. Or if you know that you have money on your savings, you can come here to repay from your savings, and you'll do the same process. You enter your amount here, you click next, and it will repay. The next step is a loan balance. This is, I think we had seen this, where you can see the loan balance. So if you have more loans, this is showing that this person has 2 loans, 759,000 and then 2 million. So he can, if you have more, they'll be showing here clearly. Then the last is a mini statement. If I click that, it will show me which loan do I want to get a mini statement for, because I have 2 loans showing on this screen. So let's say I want to see the first. Confirm. It is going to show me the statement, at least the last few transactions. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 transactions. It is showing I just did a repayment, which is there, the 1,000. There was a principal collection. There was an interest. So it shows you just a mini statement of how your loan account is looking like. We can now go to savings. The first thing under savings, you'll be able to view your savings balance. And this, you now don't have to call, ask how much is my balance. You just log in here, click on savings balance, and it's going to pull exactly what you have in your SACCO and bring it here. So this test data has 1 million, but if you have more, it will show you. If you have 0 savings, it will show you 0. So as Richard said, they are still reconciling the migration, but you should be able to at least log in to view these things. So for savings deposit, if I want to now put money into my savings, I can, and I have the money on the wallet, on the Wendi wallet, I can be able to transfer that money from my mobile wallet into my savings account of the SACCO. So let's say here, the amount that we have here was 1337. So I'm going to add a 1000 and see that it should increase. If I put 1000, I click next, I go. It's now sending the money from my wallet into the SACCO account. So when I check my balance here, it has moved now from 1337 to 1338. Yeah, so that is, you're able to deposit onto your savings. So if you have 2 million and you want to just deposit it, you can just do it through this app. Then if you want to remove money, if you want to withdraw money from your savings, you can just click here, savings withdraw. Let's say I want to withdraw 200,000. I click next. When I click next, the Richard and the team are going to get a notification. They'll be able to see that you have requested for a withdrawal, and on their side they will approve the withdrawal and send you the money automatically on your Wendi mobile wallet. So we also have some statements here. We have a mini statement. Let me pull the mini statement and you see. So it's now pulling the records. You're able to see how you've been saving, if some dividends have been paid, things like that. You're able to see a mini statement. And if you want a full statement, you're able to do that from here. Now this full statement, it will send an email to you with your full statement. So it's important, as you're updating your numbers, also update your email addresses so that you will be able to receive these statements directly. Yeah, so I think so it's saying we have sent a statement to your email. Okay, so maybe just to see the other services that are in Wendi, if I come back to the first screen where we started from, there are different services. So when you put money here, there are different things that you can do. In Wendi, you're able to pay your bills. You can pay umeme, okay, which is now light, national water, URA, and all these things. The TVs are there. You can pay for school fees. You can also, if you have money here, you can move it to Airtel or MTN. You can see under here, you can just come here and put in your MTN or Airtel number here. Then also with Wendi, you're able to send money through Western Union or receive money from
Alan, we've lost you. Alan, we've lost you. Could be network challenge. I hope he's back.
Yeah, maybe Mr. Richard, as Alan comes back, I would like to appreciate everyone who has joined in, right from the facilitating team, from Wendi system, to the members of Uganda Professional Science Teachers Union. Thank you for joining in. We can see the people who have logged in really a good number. We're having a good number. I also appreciate the leaders from Uganda Professional Science Teachers Union who have joined in. I'm seeing Madam Auma Betty is on, the Secretary for Education Committee. I'm seeing the several chairpersons of regions. Mr. Eliot is there, Obua. Then Mr. Okello is on. I'm seeing Edison and many district coordinators. Thank you for joining in. This is encouraging because if you join in, that means even your other members can easily follow suit. I also appreciate the technical staff, ops technical staff that is already here. Mr. Rogers, thank you for supporting us. Solomon, I'm seeing you. Thank you for joining in. And then the SACCO accountant, Madam Priscilla, is also on. Yes, I think time is going on. I don't know if
we can have
Alan,
David. We can have David to just demonstrate something small, and then we can conclude.
okay.
So,
David, you are
David,
welcome.
I will invite you. David Basigara, the platform is yours.
It seems David is also off. I don't know, maybe they were using the same network and they all went off at the same time. I'm seeing Aziz is on. Maybe Aziz can be sharing something. I'm just seeing
Maybe
Mr.
as Aziz comes, I can also give some small highlights about
Manager.
Yes, David is there now. Yes,
I think
David.
it was a setting problem at your side, but I now can unmute myself. Good evening,
Okay.
team. Hopefully you're doing very well. My sincerest appreciations to Post-SACCO leadership to enable us share this groundbreaking innovation of Wendy's SACCO solution. Allow me to share my screen. I'm going to be that fast to ensure that we don't waste a lot of time. My name is David Basigara Ichumu Adieri from Postbank. I'm going to take you through the onboarding steps. Hopefully I'm audible enough.
You are.
Thank you.
Yes, please continue.
I'm going to add on what my leaders have said. At Postbank and when in particular, we are enabling UPSTU members to access their SACCO at their convenience. We are giving you a robust system where you have limitless opportunities to enjoy the convenience of banking. I won't call it SACCOing, it's banking. What you need to have are two things: a national ID and a phone. A phone can be a feature phone, that's Capesa phone, or a smartphone. For a feature phone, you download, you use the USSD code, which is *229#, and you can access this USSD code without money. You don't need to have airtime on your phone to access the USSD code. And the Wendi app, you can have it from iOS store for Apple users and Android Play Store for Android users. What you need is to have your phone number. Your phone number will act as your Wendi number or your Wendi account. Key to note here: if you have your phone number should be an MTN or Airtel number, and if you're registering on Wendi, you shouldn't get worried that your money will intermix or mix with MTN or Airtel money. These are two different wallets. What you need is go on Play Store or iOS Store, put in Wendi. There are two apps. There's an orange app with a white word, or Wendi for customers, and there's also a white app with an orange word that is for agents. For you, what you need as a customer, it's an orange app with a white word. When you put in Postbank, Wendi by Postbank, or Wendi mobile app, or Wendi, you're going to see this app. Download it, then install it in your phone. Then when you install it and you open, it will bring you an interface like this. Hopefully, colleagues, you can see my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes, please. We can see you. We are
Thank you.
seeing your
Yes,
screen.
we can see. We can
Go on.
see.
It will bring an interface like this. You put in your phone number here, 0781 98 50 86. Then you accept terms and conditions. Then you do next. When you do next, it will send what we call an OTP onto your phone. If the line you've put here is in your phone, the OTP will automatically feed into the phone and it will bring you to a page like this, where it will ask you for the surname and given name. If you are called Mr. Okello John Bosco, your surname is your botanical name, you put Okello. Then your given name is John Bosco or Bosco, you put your given name. But in this kind of, if you're called Okello Bosco and you want to call yourself Bin Fantagason Bosco and you put it here, definitely it will not work. Use your names as they are on the national ID. When you do, it will ask you to choose if you're a male or female and you do continue. When you do continue, you press continue, it will bring an interface like this that you have successfully registered on Wendi. They will send you what you call a default pin. It's a one-time pin. You put in a default pin that is one-time pin. Then they will ask you to change your pin, to set your preferred pin. This preferred pin is always a 4 digits number. Then again, they'll ask you to confirm that the pin you've put in is correct. When you do that, you'll have fully registered on Wendi. However, if you're using the mobile app, you must be having a physical national ID because they will ask you for some details. After this, the system will send you a notification like this that you have successfully registered on Wendi. Then after that, you again put in the pin you have put in, you've completely changed. Then they'll put you on a page where they'll ask you to update your KYC. Tap update KYC. You pick what is on the national ID as you're feeding them into the system. You follow the prompts: NIN number, date of birth, card number. You put in your next of kin number, and they will tell you that you've submitted your KYC and you're a fully registered Wendi customer. Now, after that, you get your number, you send it to Mr. Mukova and the SACCO teams. They update it in the system. Then you'll be able to get linked to the system. If you don't share your number after registering, definitely there's no any way you will access the SACCO. After registering, share it with Mr. Robert Mukova, then they update your KYC or information in the system. In any case, you get any problems in regards to registrations, you also reach out to Mukova, or maybe if he allows me, I will share my number, then you reach out to me for help. Then after that, we have also our brothers and sisters who are using Kapesa phones, feature phones. For it, you dial *229#, okay? But key to note here, you should be very fast because if you take some time, definitely the phone will time you out. You have to be that fast in regards to inputting these characters. When you dial *229#, okay, it will bring you an interface like this. If you've never registered, it will ask you to register an account. You put in one. When after putting in one, it will ask for your first name. To enter your first name, then you enter your first name, which is White's told us your first name is your English name. Then again, you put your last name. You do send. It asks for the NIN. You get the NIN from national ID. For USSD users, even if you have a photocopy, you can ably register onto Wendi. Then key things to note here: when you reach at date of birth, if you're using USSD, you don't put in. I don't know if they're called separators. You know, teachers, you know these things very well. I don't know if they're called separators or commas or apostrophes, but you don't separate date of birth. The same way you're seeing it here, day, month, and year. If you're born, let me say today, you put in 3007222025. Then you put in the card number. After putting in your card number, you do send. Then they will send you a message that you have successfully registered on Wendi. However, in this message, you see there is a word that you have a default PIN, which is 7,966. Each and every number will have their own or separate default pins. Now, after this, you go again to activate your account. You dial *229#, okay? Then they'll ask you to activate your account. You press activate your account. After pressing the activate your account button, they ask you for a default PIN. This is a one-time PIN. You put in your default PIN. Then again, they ask you to change the PIN and put in your preferred PIN. You choose 4 digits. Let me say 1122, the way you want it, something you won't forget. Then they ask you to confirm. Then they'll send you a notification that you have fully registered on Wendi. Even if you're a smartphone user and you don't have data, you can able register on Wendi using or access Wendi using USSD. That is *229#. Okay. The convenience you're going to enjoy here, if you're using Wendi, you can make any payments. Loans can be disbursed directly or be disbursed directly onto your Wendi wallets. You can pay, withdraw, and very many other things that you'll enjoy when you're using Wendi. The convenience that comes with it is really enormous. It's really up to the task. I think due to time, allow me to stop from here. But what I can tell you, register on Wendi. In case you get any problems, reach out to Manager Mukova and the team. They'll help out. Many thanks, Manager. Over to you.
Thank you very much, David Basgara. Indeed, it has been picked. Time is fast spent. But to give my last remarks is one, I want to talk about savings or deposits that I will encourage all teachers that all members here that we start depositing the monies onto our Wendi and then to our account for us to track your records. Let us desist now from depositing direct into the bank account for the SACCO. Then two, withdrawals. We have made it easier for you. You have easy access to withdrawals. Anytime you want to withdraw money, you'll be now free to withdraw your money. We now want to oppose the ordinary banking where someone has an account in DFCU, they keep going there to withdraw, and it takes much of your time. We want now to have you. This is now your bank. So we have allowed you to withdraw as and when you feel like using the Wendi. And then loans. We've been passing loans, we just carry cash and deposit at an agent. Now that has stopped, and effective Monday, whoever applies for a loan, you will be disbursed, the loan will be disbursed in your Wendi. So you'll not have to call Priscilla, go to the agent, deposit my money in my account. When the money comes into your Wendi, you can move it to any bank you feel like. So for us, as the SACCO, we shall be disbursing into your Wendi account within the SACCO, and you can pull it from the SACCO to your Wendi wallet to wherever you want it to go. For the leaders here, we have also created branches, which we are calling the regions. Now in our system, we are calling them branches. And in these branches, we are able to tell you that Ankole has this number of members that have joined. We are able to give you reports on loans, savings as per your regions, and we are able to report on your performance per region. So in time to come, we shall have actually to be competitive, and even when we see we are making more money, we can even allocate part of the income we make as a region to your region for you to enjoy. But that will be a discussion between management. But I just wanted to tell you that we have opened branches and we are able to report on the different branches. And as we said, whichever region that makes 100 members, we are able to place a staff there. But my team is available to support each and everyone who be finding challenges in onboarding and also transaction-wise. The team that is there from Postbank is also available. David is there, Aziz and Alan. So in the interest of time, I know there are many questions. We can entertain a few questions and then we can close this chapter. So thank you very much. Anyone who has a question,
yes,
raise it.
yes,
so
Mr. Richard, thank you very much.
yes,
And
the
team.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much. And I also thank the team from Wendi. Thank you very much for helping us, really. All members are appreciating. You can see the messages. Yes, because of time, we are going to have a few questions Already, good enough, members have been posting some questions, and Mr. David has done a good work, has been responding to them. One question which I think has not been talked about directly is the issue of charges. Many people are asking about the transaction charges. I think I can invite in Mr. David or Alan or Adiz to respond to that. As he responds to that, we shall have members. Please, if you have a question, you can put up your hand. Be it you have a question or supplement, you can put up your hand. I'll be able to see you, and then you ask the question, any question, or you give any supplement. Yes, over to you, Wendi System Support Team, to talk about the charges, transaction charges.
Okay, many thanks, Edward, my boss. I've seen a question about charges. When it comes to the charges, colleagues, someone is asking if someone is withdrawing from the SACCO to Wendi, are we charging? For us, as Wendi, we will not charge a customer, but that charge will be dependent on the SACCO policies. If the SACCO is charging what you call withdraw charges, the SACCO will charge. But Wendi as a wallet, we won't charge you. That is dependent on your SACCO policies and procedures. Then sending from Wendi to the SACCO, definitely as Wendi, we don't charge. You can ably send your money from your Wendi wallet to your SACCO free of charge. The only charge which will incur is when you're withdrawing money from Wendi. In most cases, our charge is 75 to 85% cheaper than other wallets, ideally. If, let me say, a wallet is charging you 5,000, discount it between 75 or 85%, that's the charge Wendi will charge you. For us, we are very, should I say, cheaper, because our major aim is not to make money, but to promote financial inclusion and foster prosperity for Ugandans. For the charge bit of it, colleagues, that one shouldn't worry you. When it comes to the number, which number do we send to the manager? Now, after registering on Wendi, if you registered with an MTN number, it's the number you send to the manager. You send to them your Wendi registered number, okay? Your Wendi registered number is the number you send to the manager to update your KYC. We've not talked about deposits of shares, which is different from savings. As I've already communicated in earlier messages, that platform is already being developed by Alan. Alan will be able to have that, it's work in progress, to have that also given to you on the app. You'll be able to share or purchase shares, see your share balances and the sort from the app. I'm hopeful that before the end of next week, Alan will have already deployed that and will be able to see it from your end. One time I registered on Wendi, but met challenges and stopped. Will that affect me? Not really. If you registered on Wendi and maybe forgot your password, you'll reach out to Manager Mkoba and Postbank teams. Will be able to reset your password and will access your wallet. If you've already registered, you don't need to register again, colleagues. You're going to use that same wallet. If you registered and forgot your password, we can reset your password. If your account ran dormant, it's all about depositing money onto your account and your account will become active. I think I've answered questions on the platform here, unless there is any other question.
Yes, thank you, David. Thank you very much. You have responded to the questions very well. I think members are convinced with what has been shared here. That is why I think no one is putting up their hand. The people who had questions, we are putting them on the messages here, and they have been responded to. Yes, what I'll encourage all of you, the SACCO members, to register so that you can be able to also share all these benefits of Wendi, which which we have talked about. I will not repeat them. There are very many of them. You have been listening. I will also encourage, especially the UPSTU leaders. Please make sure that you register fast. If you have not yet registered, make sure that please you register tomorrow, because I know you being leaders, you always get questions. There's no way how you're going to respond to these questions when you have not registered yourself. Especially when it comes to the SACCO ambassadors, the UPSTU regional chairpersons, because you know that you are our ambassador, you are the SACCO ambassadors in your regions. For you, many members are going to be reaching you to ask you questions about Wendi. So it is very paramount that please you register. Yes, I think that has been very good. It has been a wonderful session. Thank you, SACCO manager. Thank you, the support team from Wendi. Thank you for what you have done to enlighten and teach members about Wendi system. I think we have already used the more 16 minutes. I think let me take this opportunity to close this session. Maybe good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye and good night, everyone.
Regardless of how many great points you have in being a presidential candidate,